folks, time for this week's super specials at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. If you've been wanting a bottle brush, now is the time. Bob Wine's is the place. Take your pick from the smaller dwarf-size bottle brush, the tall size, and those popular slim bottle brush with prices starting at a super low $15.99. And speaking of trees, you've got to see Bob's huge selection of citrus trees. Just about everyone has special spring discount pricing, and many are bearing fruit right now. Prices start as low as $59.99, and you get a free bag of fertilizer too. And look, there's a BOGO on blueberries. Buy one, get one free. Of course, crepe myrtles, they're here, and Bob has them in a long list of colors, starting as low as $24.99. And when you choose one in dark red, white, or pink, you buy one and you get one at half price. Check them out now, BobWinesCameliaGardens.net, then come to Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4:30 in the same blooming place since 1952.
Additional funding is now available for the Paycheck Protection Program. Apply now. Over $300 billion additional dollars in 100% federally guaranteed loans are available to small businesses and independent contractors. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Get, gather, and go now. Get informed by visiting OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page. There you can gather the needed documents and go apply. For info, visit OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page.
Hi, this is Brittany from Mike Scott Plumbing. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that during these tough times, Mike Scott Plumbing is still here, ready to help you in every way we can. We know life doesn't just stop, and when it breaks, we know your plumbing doesn't just magically start working again. Mike Scott Plumbing is taking every precaution to ensure your safety by following and exceeding all the guidelines set forth by the CDC for COVID-19, as well as local districts. As an essential business, we are operating at full capacity to ensure we get your problem solved day, night, or weekends. We're all in this together. We hope you are all staying safe during these trying times. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it. 866-314-4443. Call day or night. That number again is 866-314-4443. Mike Scott Plumbing.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is Jan from Palm Garden. We hope everyone is holding up during this difficult time. We've all had to make some adjustments to our routines. Some may have loved ones that you can't visit, and I know you want to. Our residents remain our top priority, and they, along with our staff, have been tested just to be on the safe side. We appreciate the job being done by the Department of Health, Florida Emergency Management, and National Guard. We will soon see the light at the end of this tunnel. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we navigate these uncharted waters. We are Palm Garden.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention and God bless America. Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
Visit Southeastern Trailers today. We have new and used enclosed cargo and open utility trailers, along with built-to-order trailers. We service all brands of cargo and utility trailers, installation of hitches, wiring and electric brake controls, and installation of trailer accessories, with locations in Ocala and Ormond Beach to serve all of Central Florida. Call 1-888-622-1816. Again, that's 1-888-622-1816.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
WOCA. Ocala.
Folks, you said you wanted more BOGO, more buy one, get one free deals at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Now, Bob Wines has them for you. Check the ad, but here are just a few. Confederate Jasmine, regularly $9.99. Buy one, get one free. Red Fountain Grass, regularly $19.95. Buy one, get one free. Same for blueberry bushes, also on BOGO. And it's crepe myrtle time, of course. Bob has the biggest selection around. Choose from a whole array of colors, prices starting at just $24.99. And if you buy dark red, white, or pink, you buy one and get one for half price. Same for all shade and flowering trees. An enormous selection to choose from, and they're all buy one, get one at half price, with prices starting as low as $19.99 on some trees that are almost 4 feet tall. Check us out, then come on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4:30. And of course, you get free curbside delivery. Yes, we're open in the same blooming place since 1952.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
We'll have plenty of sunshine, high today 79 to 83, then clear and cool this evening, low tonight 53 to 61. Saturday and Sunday both will be pleasant days with plenty of sunshine, high on Saturday 84 to 87, high Sunday 87 to 92. Then Monday and Tuesday, sunshine and patchy clouds, high Monday 87 to 95, high Tuesday 89 to 96. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Hey, this is Matt from Crossroad Auto Sales. I want to invite you to come over and check out our vehicles. All of our vehicles at Crossroad Auto Sales go through a rigorous 100-point safety inspection. We work with most outside finance companies, and we even have in-house financing available. Stop by today at 1800 Northwest 10th Street or give me a call at 690-6695. That's 690-6695. Crossroad Auto Sales. We won't leave you stranded at the crossroad.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Good morning. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome to AM Ocala Live on WOCA. And now, here's your morning host, Adam Micklin.
Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, morning host, Adam Micklin. Hey, everybody. Beautiful morning right now. Beautiful morning as we're getting this Friday rolling. This Friday, we made it to another month. May, we're here. It's going to be May. It is May. It's absolutely gorgeous outside for a lovely, lovely morning. As we said, 53 degrees with beautiful sunshine, not a cloud in the sky right now at the moment. As we see a high for today in the 80s with mostly sunny skies, light northwest wind increasing from 6 miles an hour to 11 miles an hour. So there'll be a little breeze blowing today, which will probably help not make it feel like it's 80 degrees completely. So another beautiful array of weather coming through. Tonight, low of 53. Saturday, just as beautiful, but a little bit more warm, high 87. And then for Saturday night, low 57. Still gets under the 60s, which is great to have that window open and start, having some that cool air come in. Makes it a little bit easier to sleep and all that good stuff. Sunday, reaching 90. But mostly sunny skies, and then Sunday night we get back below 60s again, right around it for the low, with 58. And then Monday, Tuesday, sun. And now it feels like we're going to hit the little bit more dry type air and season, as we're only looking like later on down next week for only a 20% chance of an opportunity of a shower. As we're in a whole new month, We're in the month of May. We made it to the end of this week to finish April, and it's May 1st. And I don't know about you folks, but after all the rain that come through yesterday morning and stuck around for the majority of our show, and then eventually afternoon it started to break up a little bit and then moved its way out. Last evening, I sat back on the patio and just kind of relished in the fact that the sun was just falling in the sky and everything was clear and it was just crisp and refreshing, and it was a nice little omen just to go into a new month today, the month of May. Obviously, everything we've been talking about with the expectations of changing from the stay-at-home order to the new executive order of what's going to happen for Florida with Phase 1 come Monday, May 4th, and some of the stuff getting back to being open, and with it being back to open, having that feeling of like, all right, we got this, we're coming through this now, which is good, which is real good. And as we had yesterday, we had a good show for you yesterday, and we had County Commissioner Kathy Bryan on as we talked a little bit about though the concepts of saying, hey, we're here in Marion County, we're ready to go. Let's do a little bit more to open up. Let's get to another phase here, and get this show on the road to get this economy rolling. Because like we said, Marion County and what we've been doing prior to this COVID-19 pandemic and the statewide stay-at-home order stuff, Marion County is. She's ready to burst with good fortune as everything is talked about getting developed, and the stuff that we had going on within the community and the expectations of the real estate and the businesses and all that stuff. So let's get it back to being open. So interesting nonetheless. We're going to carry that topic into today a little bit, and as that rolls in, we start to see the conversation of some other things. For example, with the mentioned yesterday of Marion County Public Schools as they're working harder to figuring out just exactly when, but there will be Marion County graduation dates to come as that comes more in focus for the expectations of the graduating class of 2020 to get the opportunity to have their ceremonies, which is good. In lieu of that, the expectations of what we would see, we talked a little bit about it in the sports world, about what Major League Baseball is looking to do. We'll see, we'll touch on that a little bit too, as we talked about how they wanted to give us a little bit of a 100 to 110 game season and kind of change the order of things there, but still go through some protocol guidelines, so to speak, and but maybe still have the return of some sports and all that good stuff. So we got a good show for you here. This is Friday, right? It's a good show because it's Friday to get ourselves to the weekend. That brings a whole nother attitude to it today, especially with that sun shining. And as the sun's coming up just a little bit earlier and going down a little bit later, you can feel the days getting longer. As we know, in June we got the summer solstice, and it just now let's get back to some normalcy here. Let's see it come through. May's going to be a good month, folks. It's going to be a great month, as today is the first day of it. Like we said, good weather for the week. That's not even something we have to think about or worry about. We've had a good measure of rain for the majority of April to bring in April showers, May flowers. And this first full week of May coming next week is just looking phenomenal. And with that, it carries, I think, a different attitude, a different demeanor for mostly everybody here in the listening area that... it's a little metamorphosis. It's a little change that we're ready for. That we can see ourselves, like we said, having a more of a almost like having that moment of saying like, wow, look what we went through. That little bit of reflection, but then also like, all right, where can we get? Let's get back to it and still do that with the reminder of what what this was all about. So as we do make our way here, like we said, we got a good show for you lined up, as it is this Friday, May 1st. We're going to get the conversation rolling when we come back from the break here at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour to kind of roll with some of the things that we kind of touched on yesterday to what we see coming into next week, seeing what exactly that means, translating that again from the governor's executive order to start opening things back up, phase one. And then at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, we've got Galen, Life South Community Blood Centers. We'll be talking with him, rounding out the week as we kind of, keep that conversation rolling about now with the idea of elective surgeries coming back into it, and what that means for the blood supply, what that means for those who want to help with the donation of platelets and plasma and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We'll talk with Galen and round out this week for that. At the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour, we'll do our news bits of news that you can chew. And at 9 o'clock, we're going to be rolling with On This Day in History. We'll be talking about the events that took place on this day in history of May 1st. And we're going to go back all the way to 1931. As we go back to 1931, we'll see ourselves move all the way through 2016. So as we got that, and then we'll have a little potpourri, too, to bring it open. I want to hear from you guys this Friday, this beginning of May, to hear what your thoughts and reflections are for what we're going to get into for this month, for the next week, how you felt about finishing this month of April to get to May. So we'll have our phone lines open, 622-9622, and we'll carry in with that. And we'll finish up this week here for you folks, as I'm looking forward to the weekend with knowing that there's some changes coming through and through. The good thing is we know that we as the Marion County area have seen what is necessary for, like we said, County Commission to put forward the word to the governor about what we can do to kind of move along the phases just a little bit quicker and get ourselves more open, so to speak, which is what we need. So as we do come to the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour here, you're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. We are streaming live. If you can't catch us on the radio, if you're in your car on your way to work, listening to the radio, and you get to work and you want to hear us, we're streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio, as we do. Now, like we said, we're going to come back. We're going to get the conversation going, and we're going to have our phone lines open, like we said, 622-9622. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. We'll be back right after this.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump says he's seen evidence suggesting that the new coronavirus came from a lab in China, and he blames the Chinese government for not containing the virus more quickly.
I don't want to cast any dispersions. I just will tell you that China would like to see sleepy Joe Biden. They would take this country for a ride like you've never seen before.
Beaches in one Southern California county are ordered closed over pictures of people packing them last weekend.
California Governor Gavin Newsom closed just Orange County beaches.
We're
we're going to do a hard close in that part of the state.
But Orange County leaders stand together in saying the majority of the county is complying, that photos are misleading, and they don't agree with the governor's order to single out Orange County.
Haley Winslow with Fox 11 Los Angeles. Joe Biden this morning is expected to directly address a sexual assault accusation for the first time. America's listening to Fox News.
Because this is a radio commercial, we can't show you images of our Lowe's associates. We can't show you them rebuilding communities, delivering supplies, or providing support during the crisis we're facing now. But if you look around, they're not hard to spot. 300,000 people working to keep your home working. It's what we've always done and what we'll continue to do. Because home is what unites us. Lowe's, here for you in store or 24/7 at Lowe's.com.
How much money would you like to save just by doing something you're already doing? How about 40%? With Allstate, safe drivers can save 40% just by doing something they're already doing. Driving safe. That's right, 40% just by driving safe. Visit Allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote today and see just how much you can save when you drive safe with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Savings vary based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Hey folks, time for this week's super specials at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. If you've been wanting a bottle brush, now is the time. Bob Wine's is the place. Take your pick from the smaller dwarf-size bottle brush, the tall size, and those popular slim bottle brush with prices starting at a super low $15.99. And speaking of trees, you've got to see Bob's huge selection of citrus trees. Just about every one has special spring discount pricing, and many are bearing fruit right now. Prices start as low as $59.99, and you get a free bag of fertilizer too. And look, there's a BOGO on blueberries. Buy one, get one free. Of course, crepe myrtles, they're here, and Bob has them in a long list of colors, starting as low as $24.99. And when you choose one in dark red, white, or pink, you buy one and you get one at half price. Check them out now, BobWinesCameliaGardens.net, then come to Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4:30 in the same blooming place since 1952.
Additional funding is now available for the Paycheck Protection Program. Apply now. Over $300 billion additional dollars in 100% federally guaranteed loans are available to small businesses and independent contractors. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Get, gather, and go now. Get informed by visiting OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page. There you can gather the needed documents and go apply. For info, visit OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page.
Hi, this is Brittany from Mike Scott Plumbing. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that during these tough times, Mike Scott Plumbing is still here, ready to help you in every way we can. We know life doesn't just stop, and when it breaks, we know your plumbing doesn't just magically start working again. Mike Scott Plumbing is taking every precaution to ensure your safety by following and exceeding all the guidelines set forth by the CDC for COVID-19, as well as local districts. As an essential business, we are operating at full capacity to ensure we get your problem solved day, night, or weekends. We're all in this together. We hope you are all staying safe during these trying times. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it. 866-314-4443. Call day or night. That number again is 866-314-4443. Mike Scott Plumbing.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again. man.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is Jan from Palm Garden. We hope everyone is holding up during this difficult time. We've all had to make some adjustments to our routines. Some may have loved ones that you can't visit, and I know you want to. Our residents remain our top priority, and they, along with our staff, have been tested just to be on the safe side. We appreciate the job being done by the Department of Health, Florida Emergency Management, and National Guard. We will soon see the light at the end of this tunnel. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we navigate these uncharted waters. We are Palm Garden.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention and God bless America. Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
Visit Southeastern Trailers today. We have new and used enclosed cargo and open utility trailers, along with built-to-order trailers. We service all brands of cargo and utility trailers, installation of hitches, wiring and electric brake controls, and installation of trailer accessories, with locations in Ocala and Ormond Beach to serve all of Central Florida. Call 1-888-622-1816. Again, that's 1-888-622-1816.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
WOCA. Ocala.
Good morning, everybody. We're back here listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. It's Friday. It's May. It's like a little lighthearted bumper. There you go. That's a good one for today. That's a good Friday bumper. As we're making our way now, 20 minutes before the top of the 8 o'clock hour, 7:40, as we're rolling through a good show for you today. I like saying that, good show for you. We got a good show for you. It's something I learned from Conan O'Brien. He used to say that all the time. I got a good show for you. Why would I tell you it's not a good show? So, of course, I'm going to tell you it's a good show. Anyway, as we're rolling through this Friday, May 1st, it's beautiful weather out there. As I hope everybody's enjoying it, sipping some coffee on the patio or waking up to the sunshine with that window open where it's cool air coming in. It's only 53 degrees outside. This is some spring, beautiful weather for my friends up north in Northeast Ohio. Sorry if you're streaming live, YouTube Live. I'm sorry. You'll get there. It'll be July, but you'll get there to some good weather that's tolerable, very tolerable. Because I know right now one of the biggest things is with April showers and May flowers, it definitely affects up north with cooler temperatures as it continues to rain. Although I know that there are going to be some breaks of sunshine for them up there. And I applaud them for the opportunity to see the sun for a little bit, although there's quite a bit of rain thrown in there. But they are going to get near 70s. We're going to get near the 80s, and then into the weekend, we're going to get up to the mid-80s, and then maybe even close to the 90s. But we're still cooler in the evening for the lows, which makes it nice as far as like the tapering off. Like it doesn't get that warm until the late afternoon. And then as it falls out, it makes it pleasant to be outside just as the evening comes and the sun starts going down. So as we were rolling through the idea yesterday of the concepts and the FAQs based on the governor's executive order Executive Order 20-112 that begins May 4th, to go ahead and lift the stay-at-home, get into phase one. A lot of us with that conversation saying, good, that's where we want to go, but we are also looking at the logical and the expectations of what's really necessary for us as a county, and I think as a whole. I think generally speaking, I know a lot of people I talk to feel that way, that I think we're ready for more phases considering where we're at within Marion County, and it should be a, so to speak, county by county expectation and basis. So with that, yesterday we had on County Commission Kathy Bryant, and we were talking about that executive order, but we were also talking about what it means for our county. And with that, yesterday it was the commission chair wants Governor Ron DeSantis to allow the county to open gyms and salons and expand the restaurant capacity. As previously noted, the idea was that gyms would still be closed, state parks would be looked at to possibly be, but still remain closed, so to speak. The ideas of salons and the places like that with hygiene care, it's one of those things where we're looking at for restaurants and businesses 25% capacity. 25% capacity. If your restaurant holds 100 people, and that's your occupancy, you're only allowed 25. That's not good for business. And it's not good for business on the logical side when we talk about what is already a packed house, what we know has been on the weekend with the big box home improvement stores and the grocers. So with that being said, pleading on behalf of hundreds of local small businesses in Marion County, County Commission Chairwoman Kathy Bryant urged Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to allow more leeway in reopening local establishments. The plea issued during a Thursday press conference, yesterday's press conference that she went to after she was here within the studio of WOCA, comes after a day after DeSantis outlined the first phase of reopening the state to a nearly 30-day lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, obviously. Well, DeSantis' phase one, which was going to go into effect on Monday, calls for restaurants to open at 25% capacity, keeps bars, movie theaters, gyms, and salons closed. And says, quote, "We are urging Governor DeSantis for more." as Bryant said. As it says, she asked the governor to allow local gyms and salons to open at 50% capacity, as well as restaurants. There was no mention of bars or movie theaters, but in the expectation, Bryant wrote that there are 175 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the county as of Thursday afternoon, represent less than 4% of the more 4,400 tests that were administered. The county has 4 deaths due to the new coronavirus. Now, quote, Marion County was able to get a handle on this virus and prevented the surge that we were projected to see. As Bryant said, at this juncture, one or more of our communities suffering with the loss of revenue and foreseeable future of the permanent unemployment that we are of this virus. Bryant said in Marion County, more than 600 restaurants employ almost 10,000 people. Nearly 260 salons employ more than 1,100 people. And more than 60 gyms employ 450 people. She said gyms and salons would need to implement obvious strict social distancing and disinfecting protocols as obvious. Salons would operate by appointment only, and service providers would have to wear masks and other protection, which they're willing to do. Waiting areas would be kept free of magazines and other frequent touched items. And it says here, quote, we are asking Governor DeSantis to trust us, the local government, to implement cautions, reopening phases that make sense to our current state and situation. Our citizens can get back to work so we can put an end to their financial suffering and economic hardship, Bryant said. Salon owner Carissa Danielle Beasley cheered on Bryant's comments, saying, my fears as a salon owner are that the beauty business will have to go underground. Let them work where they can disinfect, mitigate risks, and be inspected and held accountable to the standards of sanitation. Beasley wrote on the Facebook page, going to the idea and the concept there that by underground, saying, well, people are going to need their haircut and they're going to look for avenues to do it. And salon and hairdressers are going to look for ways to still give that service. And with that comes the idea of other things that are outside the standards, so to speak. As of Thursday, Florida has 33,690 confirmed cases of COVID-19, with 1,268 deaths, according to the Florida Department of Health. And when you look at the percentages, that is heavy. We're talking about the state of Florida that has over 21.2 million people in population. Hey Siri, what's 33,000 divided by 200? Hang on. As many of the cases are in South Florida counties, which remains still under a lockdown order, and the expectations of that, like we said yesterday with the Miami-Dade, Broward type counties, the county commission will send a letter to the governor's office asking for permission to expand the reopening plan. Bryant said she hopes to hear from the governor by Monday. And maybe by Monday, instead of phase 1, we'll see ourselves move into whatever later phases there are, and find a breakdown of that. But to give ourselves and our community the opportunity to get back more of a full swing rather than what this partial stuff is, which again, on a county by county expectation and where we're at, more spread out, less dense, less cases, way less deaths. COVID-19, way less deaths. So with that, let us start to get back to some normalcy that allows more of an opportunity for the community to help its own economy, to put people back to work. Let us know how you feel about that. 622-9622, as we got our phone lines open. That'll be a little bit of the running topic for opinion today, if you'd like to share that, 622-9622. As we're running through this Friday here, and we basically got that on the that's on the cusp, and the expectations for Monday. As it is a new month, it feels like a new month. In the month of May, it was fascinating because I think where we were a month ago to where we're at now, if we look back, huge. Because when we consider the idea of going from March 31st into April 1st, and then where everything was, so to speak, more implemented to be stay at home and and err on the side of caution and got to see where the numbers go, it made for a tumultuous month. But I think where we're at now is in the idea of seeing things almost get back to more normal, and I'd like to see that by the end of the month. We got a caller. Good morning, WOCA. You're on the air.
Good morning, Adam.
Morning, Hugh. How you doing today, buddy? Fine, beautiful morning it is.
Happy May Day. May is probably my most favorite month of the year, especially when I lived up north. But even down here in Florida, when we have our cool nights and mornings and our warm afternoons without all that humidity yet, the last month before the humidity hits. But especially up north with, the leaves were coming out on the trees and the grass was really growing good, and the fragrance in the air was just wonderful. And it was always my favorite month. Winter was kind of just a bad thought that was gone now, and things are looking up,
Yep. And there's a lot to look forward to, May. It's one of those months where it's the expectation of getting to the end of it, marks the beginning of summer with the idea of Memorial Day weekend. But before that, you've got Mother's Day, which is that moment to say that, some people argue that it's a Hallmark holiday. At the end of the day, you got to thank your mom, and why not do it in one of the most beautiful months that profoundly have more flowers blooming and everything else, and more of, like you said, that beautiful weather to go along with it. And with that, everything we've been through as a state, as a community, county, as a country, as a world pandemic, it's nice to see where this conversation is going. What do you think about our county commission working to try to get some more phases through, so to speak, trying to get more opened up, more capacity?
Well, I think there's a lot of thought involved here. Some of the things I wish could be a little bit different. I like with the restaurants. I would personally think 50% would be a better and a better arrange there, and like the barbershops should be opened up. I've never been to a barber where there were more than 10 people at one time, and things like that. But they're doing what they have to do, and we just got to have patience. I think this month's going to start showing the big turnaround that we're all waiting and looking for. So things are looking up.
Right, and that's a good thing when we talk about a new day of a new month on a Friday, baby. Excellent.
On a different note, thinking of May, I can always remember growing up when the Soviet Union was at its full height. May Day was always the big parade in Moscow, and they always showed it on TV with all these tanks going down the streets and these rockets and all that stuff. But of course, that's all history now. But I always kind of remember that May 1st, the big military demonstrations in Moscow.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good look back. That's a good little a piece of history to think about, and what comes from that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Excellent, partner.
I believe like May Day is celebrated like a Labor Day in other parts of the world, like our Labor Day here, but. In a way, it's the beginning of probably the better time of the year, especially with the weather and everything. And I just feel good about it, and I think the day is going to be a beautiful day here. And not only I believe up in Milwaukee, where they're going to be getting close to 70 degrees here in a couple of days. So things are looking up everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we all could use the optimism for a good month. I think we all worked hard through that April, mentally, physically, and by physically I was saying just in the idea of what you have to do to stay at put and just kind of figure out what to do, whether it was something with exercise, something out there in the yard, or whether it just to rest, or whether it was still to take care of what needed to be done, and then the mental aspect of it, of how hard people worked. So it's you're right, it's good.
In the future, we're going to remember this March and April as kind of a nightmare, more or less, and it'll be something that you can talk about to your grandkids in the future and everything else. And some of those poor kids that were of age of graduation and stuff, it's gonna be a mark on their life always. When you think about graduation, they're always going to think of the virus and everything else,
Yeah, Yeah, and it is fascinating, and you know, when you mention that, you know, they are talking about bringing into focus what days those will be for the schools here in Marion County to have their graduation in-person ceremonies, and like you said, of course, that is almost the umbrella in which that is covered with is obviously what went on with COVID-19, and it reminds me a little bit. I'm throwing it back here, but you know, when I was graduating high school was when I was a senior in high school. It was September 11th and 9/11, and it made such a different demeanor and mindset graduating that year, going into the real world, knowing that things were different from the events that had taken place, and you'd almost think with a little shout out to all the seniors within Marion County Public Schools and charters and privates that they're a different person. They're going to be a different people within the community for that, and I think they're going to be it on the positive side, and if anything, they're going to be stronger for it. But yeah.
Yeah. Exactly right. Let's just hope that everything eventually turns back to normal. They're talking about maybe there'll never be handshaking anymore, and there'll never be this and that anymore. I don't believe for 1 minute that'll ever happen. It's just going to take time to heal, and we'll get back to what we were. And other than that, Adam, have a great May Day.
You too, buddy. Appreciate it. And thanks for listening there, Hugh. And with that being said, too, like the handshakes, I've heard that a little bit, but I also watched something not that long ago that was it was a video that was by somebody who lived through Spanish influenza, and it was to the idea of what mark that had on society and how things changed after the Spanish flu. But they did say that it was one of those being conscientious about touching and handshakes and hugs and all that, but it wasn't more than they said a year later that it was one of those things that just it went by the wayside to think about not doing that, and we've been back into it with shaking hands and everything since then. So I don't see that going either. I think there's more of a mindset of when there's more of a thought process to it, but I don't think it's going to completely go by the wayside. In the words of Jimmy Vivano, we laugh, we kiss, we hug. That's just who we are as human nature. And with the little disconnect that we had for the months in lieu of stay at home and lockdown and all that stuff, I think where we see ourselves a year from now will be to still doing those things nonetheless, because one of the strongest things for human beings is the feeling of connection. So with that, a handshake is one of those biggest parts of it. Because you know how awkward it is to bump elbows. Has anybody been doing that? Just throwing the arm up to bump elbows? I did that once. It felt ludicrous. But anyway, we're making our way towards the top of the 8 o'clock hour. As we do, stay tuned. We're going to have Galen calling in here as we get back from the break to talk a little bit about what's going on with the phases that we'll have for next week when we come into it, and then also, too, what that means for our good friends there, Life South Community Blood Centers, and he can give us an idea of what they've been talking about, finishing out their week, going into next week, and what that means for those folks who want to help and give blood and donate, and we'll keep that conversation rolling from there. Also, too, we know at the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour we'll do a little bit of news bits, cover some articles locally, and some other stuff that's been going on, and just keep rolling through this to this Friday. Get everybody woken up. If you haven't already, that sun is shining. The temperatures are going to get a little bit warmer. It's cool right now, but that's okay. That's take a deep breath outside when you get to it. That's for sure. We're gonna take our break. WOCA Ocala, WOCA The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, streaming live, YouTube Live. We're back after this.
Foster. Thousands of people have died in nursing homes with the new coronavirus. President Trump